Hi friends, and welcome back to day 4 of Thriftmas in July. I'm hoping you can hear me because it is absolutely downpouring. Like, it was a nice beautiful day and then the sky just went dark and the lightning started and like the road out here is flooding, so I don't know what's happening. And yes, I am in a sweater because I am always cold, but it's hot outside. So like when I'm outside it's hot, but when I'm inside in modern day air conditioning I am freezing. But anyway, we're gonna go into Goodwill. We are not gonna take a lot of time out here, and I'm not gonna have my cute little intro because it is pouring down rain. But let's go see what we can find at the new racks to flip online for a profit. So as you can see, this dress caught my eye right when we came in the store, but alas, this is just, I guess, Fashion Nova's like fancy dress line. So just taking a minute here because whatever catches my eye, as you guys have seen in these videos, is what I go for. Also seeing that right off the bat, there's a whole bunch of Chico's new with tag trousers. I'm definitely not going to buy them at that marked up price. These are also a really small size for Chico's, so either way, I probably would have left them behind. I'm very happy to report that like my third item in on the new racks was this smart wool quarter zip women's shirt, sweater, something like that. It is a 100% merino wool, so I will tag it as performance merino wool. I'm just looking at it really well to see if there's any holes or snags or things that often happen, but it is in great condition and I'm really excited to get that listed because smart wool historically for me is one that sells really fast. It is in a bit of a small size, it's an extra small, but I don't think that should hurt it. I think this is a great time of year. This is Pins and Needles, which is I think a Nordstrom brand. I have sold it before, but I'm not planning on picking it up here. All right, this is a We the Free, and I'm a little bit proud of myself here because it is so basic, and there was a time I would have grabbed that at the racks and I left it behind. So I'm a little bit proud of that. Let me know if you would have made a different decision, but I'm trying to be really selective here and making some tough decisions because I have shirts like that that are just sitting and sitting. Because this was a cool tag, I gave it a second look, but the retail on it I think was like $35 or so. So there definitely wasn't going to be room for a resale value. Even though I wasn't familiar with it, I didn't end up looking it up. So as you can start to see here, this is going to be a theme through this video. There was so much new with tags on the new racks and just all throughout the store. So I don't know if like a shopaholic donated their wardrobe that they never wore, or if maybe like a Marshall's or something donated some inventory. Not really sure. Not all of it has Marshall's tags, so I don't know. What do you guys think? This was super cute. This would have been something I would have like grabbed at the bins, but not at this price point. This is also something I probably would have grabbed at the bins. It's just a nice base layer, but not going to spend $5 on it because it probably would have sold for like 18 or 20. There was a lot of Express here today too, to include new with tags Express. So that was a little bit interesting also. I will say, shopping these tall racks day after day, my shoulders are starting to get a little bit sore. New with tags Uniqlo, I found that quite a bit today also. At the bins, I absolutely would have grabbed every single one of those. Uniqlo is a solid bread and butter seller for me. It's just not going to sell for a ton, but it does always sell. My second find of the day was these Levi's wedgie jeans. I also liked that they were a size 31. They're a button fly. They're high rise. They're the premium denim, so they do have the big E. They are a modern big E. If you find the vintage big E, those are going to be worth a lot. But even with these being modern, since they're the wedgie style, I do end up picking these up. They're kind of like a mom jean. You're going to want to use all of those keywords. This is your reminder not to pick up Eddie Bauer Legend Wash. I cannot sell it to save my life, and I like selling Eddie Bauer pants, just not those. I certainly would have picked this up if this had been the standard price, but at $16, I left it behind all of these. I think these would have sold pretty well, but especially being new with tags. But since they have them all priced up, unfortunately, because they're new with tags, these all got left behind. All right, here was one I did grab off camera, and it is a cool looking vest. I wasn't familiar with it, but the branding and the tag, the zipper, it just felt like really high quality. This is Rain's, and it is a size large, extra large, I think, like a fleece vest. And this looks like it could sell really well. I looked up comps, good sell through, so I'm gonna pick that up. I've definitely been slowing down on Duluth Trading Co., and especially this. It's an older tag, it's an older style, it's not in great condition. That was an easy one for me to leave behind. Again, more new tags. That happened to be a towel. These Carhartt, again, not super special, left those. If they had been the double knee style, I would have grabbed them because those can do really well. All right, over to a new cart full of shoes. These just look super cute. I was hoping there were some like baby Hey Dudes, but they're not. These, honestly, I probably could have picked up. They might have sold fairly well. I ended up leaving them just because I wasn't convinced I'd get more than like, I don't know, a few dollars of profit on them. So nothing super exciting in the cart, unfortunately. Bit of a slow day. There was not that many new carts or new racks or new carts out. But we're going to make the most of it and keep digging and see what we can find. So once again, not as many new racks as I was hoping for. That is okay. We will still meander around and hopefully find... Ooh, I found a joy. Sorry. They look pretty old though. And a little beat up. And they're still $15. But we will still meander around and find some things. I'm just seeing so many new with tag things. Like, I'm wondering if they had a donation from like a store or if there was like a shopaholic that just like went through her wardrobe. But lots of new with tag stuff. Lots of like Marshalls type of stuff. There these. Those are really beat up. Oh, I'm seeing some gymnastics stuff. My daughter started on team gymnastics, so she's in gymnastics a lot. So I'm gonna check out those sizes, and then we'll check back in when I find some more stuff. Cute little find in the kids items. This is going to be $3.99, and it's this new without tags Janie and Jack dress. I like the quilted material. I like that it's like cute and preppy. Lots of keywords again I can use here, and I tend to list those for around $35. I also thought about getting this uniform dress for my daughter next year, but it is so glittery and I'm so nervous that glitter won't come out. Okay, this looked really nice. It just looked like quality. I did look up this brand. I wasn't familiar with it, and I probably would have grabbed it at the bins, but I ended up leaving it behind. These are a good little pickup. These little Nike Frees, like toddler crib shoes. Those I'll probably list for like $35, and they always tend to sell around $25. They are basically brand new because those little babies don't even put their feet on the ground at that point. I mean, how cute is that? Would you have grabbed that? Super cute. My son had that little cloud onesie. Checking out the kids' shoes, nothing super exciting the last few days that we've been finding here. Unfortunately, not sure what this is or why it's just laying there, but decided to check it out. And I couldn't find really anything on it. How cute is the little sloth? I need that in my size. Just skimming through a couple of the kids stuff because I found adult sizes over there before. All right, in the pajamas was another good find. These are Cozy Earth bottoms. If you're not familiar with Cozy Earth, it sells really well. I found my first Cozy Earth in Thriftmas in December, and it sold really well. These are even a better style because they're like a full pant jogger. So I'm listing those for around $55. These look to maybe be an older style of Born Concepts, maybe? I don't know. Would you have grabbed those for $8? I probably could have, but I also probably didn't need to. All right, these Halara new with tags leggings I would have grabbed if they hadn't priced them up, of course. Halara will sell well, but it's not going to warrant paying up that much for it, unfortunately. I didn't go all the way through the leggings, but I just grabbed the things that looked and felt like they might be Lululemon. I've had good luck with spider leggings, but they're only going to sell for around $20, so I grab them when I can find them at the bins or at, you know, Dollar Day or something, but I'm not going to pick them up at Goodwill retail prices. And I just had to show you this cute little piglet full-size onesie. Pajamas, Halloween costume, whatever you want to call it. All right, so there was a cart of accessories just sitting over by the bags. I like kind of mingled around it to see, because I didn't know if it was somebody's cart or if it was a new rack cart, and it was a new rack cart. So just seeing what I can find. Some Vera Bradley, some, you know, lots of fast fashion bags, just trying to feel anything that's quality that I should look further into. Some hats. There was actually somebody that came over right before me and grabbed a few hats, so we were chatting, and she got some cute stuff. This is a Betsy Johnson. I don't know, it might be worth grabbing, but probably not at $10. Another one that I might have decided to grab at the bins. Maybe I should have looked that one up. If you guys see things in these videos that I missed, please let me know. This book bag just looked and felt like really good quality, so I decided to give it a second check, looked up comps. It's Matine, and it just wasn't going to resell for enough to warrant the $10, but might have been a great bag for personal use or maybe even grabbing at the bins, because it probably could have sold for like $20 or $25. So here is an example of them pricing up North Face, or else if those had been standard price, I probably would have grabbed those, but they really like to price up their North Face for some reason. It's usually always at least like $16, sometimes $12 or $13. As you can see, I'm over in the men's just to see if I can find any pants. I'm happy to report that I just found a bolo in the men's pants that I have never found before, and is so easy to miss. So I have probably missed it before. Let me show you, and let me show you tips for how to not miss it. Okay, so right here, these were here, and I was like, this tag looks nice. This looks nice. You're looking for this little P. I saw this, and then I saw this. This, if you haven't already figured it out, is Public Rec, and these can sell really well. They have a really good sell-through rate. I've never found it. It is $7.29. So excited. These totally just fooled me. Whatever Ashley Blue is. Thought they were Tory. I just found a women's pair of jeans in the men's jeans, and it's probably my favorite jeans brand to sell. Let me show you. This is the brand AYR, and these are the pop jeans in a black wash. They are a short style, so if that, I don't know if that's going to hurt them at all. I'm listing these for $75, and I don't think I've ever had a piece from AYR in my closet for longer than like 2 weeks, maybe. All right, I see that new cart, so we are gonna sneak over there. Here was something that just had an interesting tag that I decided to look up, but it ended up being nothing, so that one is going to go back. Here is a Travis Matthew. It's just a golf polo, very basic. Sometimes I leave these behind, sometimes I grab them. This one I'm grabbing today because it is a size extra large, so I think that could sell for probably $25. It's got a little schmutz on it, but I'll be able to get that out for sure. Okay, this was an interesting one. I grabbed it because it looked like streetwear, and this is Cactus Jack, which it's got a really cool, interesting print. I just did a Google Lens search and saw that these are selling for like $50 so, and again, this is a nice big size. So this is being listed for probably around $75 also. So after that new card came out, I wanted to finish the men's because I had been having such good luck. Look what I just found. Taylor Stitch is such a good menswear brand. These are in amazing condition. So yeah, I have to finish this whole men's rack because it's amazing. I'm back already. Oh my god, I just found Louis Vuitton. No. These are the cheapest jeans I've ever seen. And they kind of smell. Even though the Louis jeans were fake, we did find a few more scores. These are Madewell. These were women's. They were just misplaced, and they're a size like 33, so that's really great. I don't always buy Madewell at the Goodwill anymore. Actually, most of the time I'm leaving it behind now, but those were certainly worth it. I found a second pair of Tailor Stitch, which is amazing. They're like, one was a 32, one was a 33, so obviously donated from the same person. And this is my first time finding Cotopaxi. I've never found a bag. I didn't expect that pants were going to be the first thing I found, but these are really great, you know, pair of hiking pants. They've got a little schmutz right on the front, but that's going to come off so easily in the wash. And yeah, I was thrilled about that. And then these Eddie Bauer ones I grabbed for my husband because I thought he would like them. Over at the book cart, and something caught my eye in the worst of ways, and I still am not over it. I'm very disappointed in my store for this. I'm so disappointed. I've seen this at other Goodwills. Sorry, I'm trying to hide because the Goodwill person is like right next to me. I've seen them do this at other Goodwills where they're starting to put stickers on every single book. Let me show you. It's just obnoxious because they're so hard to get off. This was a really big, beautiful basket. Yes, I have a basket obsession, and $10 I thought was pretty reasonable, but unfortunately it was already kind of peeling and things were sticking out, and it wasn't in as good of condition as I'd liked, or else I probably would have scooped those up. It's really great for, you know, books, toys, anything with kids to make the house somewhat organized. Here's just a random Vera. I have never bought Vera at my Goodwill because they always have it priced up. And this one was actually completely broken inside. So that was an easy leave behind. More books covered in stickers, like even these teeny tiny kids books. Like it used to just have a standard price, 50 cents or whatever. And then if there was anything specifically they needed to price up, they would put a sticker on those, which I understood. But everything else was just standard. There were signs hanging. I think that's a great system, so that's just frustrating. All right, getting through a few carts here. My son would have absolutely loved that, but we do not need more toys right now. My husband probably would have liked that, but again, we don't need more cups. Anybody need an air fryer? I've already got one. These just happened to catch my eye as I was walking towards the front. I thought they were really beautiful. They looked to be hand carved. You never know what you're going to find. So on my way to the register to check out, I saw this Lulu's dress, and this, like yesterday, was another one that was brand new with tags. It was not priced up. It was a size large. I loved it. I found pretty good comps on it. I'll be able to use the stock photo over on Poshmark. And yeah, I don't find Lulu's. I find like small and medium a lot. I don't find larges as much. So hopefully this will do well. This I thought was super cute and random. But again, it's just Fashion Nova. I was hoping it was like a really cute vintage print, and I might have scooped it up. I'm going to keep reminding everybody, golden rule of thrifting is make sure you check out the put back rack. So that is where we are headed. Just doing a look-see of these little random shoe racks over top of some swimsuits and stuff. So the first thing I see are these little Cupshe swim set. One is like $2, one is $1. So collectively, those are really good priced. Actually, they were only, $2 and $1. So $3 for the set isn't bad. They were new with tags. But unfortunately, they ended up being different sizes, so I did leave them behind. I'm really excited with that haul. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. It's been a little bit rough the first few days. Nothing like super exciting. I was pretty excited about the Burberry yesterday. But to find that many good things in the men's section that I don't always check, because
for these quick stop-ins, I'm not usually going through the racks, but I had a little bit of extra time today and they didn't have very many new racks out. They did put a couple new racks out. I didn't find that many good things, although I'm very excited potentially about that Cactus Jack X Travis Matthew or whatever it is. I gotta get home and do more research because I couldn't find that specific pattern, but I was seeing others that were like short sleeve selling, or at least listed for like 50 to 75 and selling around 50. And that's a long sleeve, and it wasn't a print I was seeing quite as common. So that's exciting. 2 tailor stitches, a public rec, AYR. I'm really, really excited about it. And it makes me really excited to come back tomorrow. So stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed for that. Hopefully we'll find some more things in the new racks. I was excited to find Smart Wool right off the bat in the new rack. Started out the trip well. I am also thirsty. I went to Panera before this. This is a blueberry lemonade. Blueberry lavender lemonade. It's good, but it's strong. I think I'm gonna add some water and have the rest for dinner. I did get those pants for my husband, although he hasn't texted me back yet. So I'm just gonna hope that they fit him, and if he doesn't like them, I can bring them back tomorrow. Quick rant, our Goodwill just updated their return policy that you can only return clothes within clothes and electronics within 7 days. It's the only thing you can return. And now instead of just getting your money back, it's store credit. So, which is fine for me because I will always use it, but super annoying for people that don't shop there all that often. Just give them your money back. Everything's being donated anyway. Okay, rant over. I hope you're having an amazing day. Give the video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.